All right. Welcome back to Elden Ring. We're Crepes and Troops.
Hold
You guys ready for this face reveal?
up.
Oh God, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Now I am.
Hold up. Okay. Yep.
To be able to see my boy.
Yep. All his glory. God, I love getting his back hair every episode, dude. Every playset.
That's thick too. That's thick hair.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh,
Oh, this is a great one.
He's mischievous.
Yeah, dude. He looks like he's up to no good, but he's got a heart of gold. You know,
Yeah,
one of those
he's
guys.
a precocious little crepes.
That's great.
Yeah, dude. He crepes him.
Like by this point, he's like, yeah, I know how to do magic. You want to see? I'll do some weird shit.
Yeah.
I love him. Oh God, he looks. What does he look like?
Weird.
He's like a weird mixture of like super exaggerated like Jack Nicholson and why can't I think of the actor's name? He plays Phil Coulson, but there's like
Clark Gregg.
and there's like one other person that I can't put my finger on. It's just a dude. Just
We're
a
in
man,
Broadshaw's
just a guy.
toilet.
Yeah.
What are we doing in the toilet? The turlet.
We're in
The
Broadshaw's,
turlet.
Broadshaw's toilet, aka Lake of Rot.
Oh, got him.
Dude, I don't know what that is in the fucking Bristol stool chart, dude. That looks oof. That's all the way at a one, whatever the fuck it is. That's no consistency.
Is that your?
You're pooping blood at
all
that
your
point.
your movements is scarlet rot.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get the scarlet rot out. Makes me feel bad. I like this idea, like not the idea of like having to run through nasty shit and making it to little islands, but I like the idea of like stepping on switches and creating more environment around you. It's cool to see this big shit rise out of the ground.
Yeah.
Because Dark Souls and those games are really good, obviously, at those big environments. Like, look at this fucking huge door we're coming to. This is awesome. It'd be cool to, like, just walk into a... Like, can you imagine Anor Londo if all the buildings were, like, super plain and it was kind of bare, but you just kept activating shit and it got more and more grand and more big shit kept popping up into the big old city?
Yep. We barely made it, though, so...
Big old Lava City.
Big old lip a dip.
Here we are.
Are those statues of,
Yes.
who?
The Who.
Are they
Yes.
are they Mikola?
Mikola? Let's see.
Nikola Tesla?
We can go
No.
back and look. I have no
Mikola, the fucking... I don't even know what her relation is in this game.
Mikola
Too many
is
people-
I think an Empyrean, they would call Mikola. It's like a child of a god.
Oh. Yeah.
And,
But that's different than a demigod.
yeah, an Empyrean is
It's a
like somebody that
semigod.
can ascend to a god
A
status.
semigod?
So, yeah, not a demigod, a semigod. Is are both their parents gods, or is just one of them gods?
Mikola is the... Oh my god. I can't think and fight these other crepes and...
Is Mikola a daughter of Millennia and Radagon?
Mikola's actually a boy, misconstrued
Yeah.
as a woman. Just
Fair.
because the game says Mikola, or some people's dialogue claim Mikola as he, but it's depicted as like a, in other Souls-like games, boys like to be girls in the lore.
Yeah.
Boys like to be girls.
Like
That'll happen. Yeah.
Gwendolyn.
Okay, I'm just
Gwendolyn,
gonna look this up.
Gwyn's son daughter wanted to. You know how moons are analogous to women's cycles and things like that. So
Yep.
Gwendolyn was a boy, raised as a boy, but then wanted to become a woman and decided to be a part of the moon and things like that. In this game,
Oh, so
Mikola
he's the
is
brother of Millennia. Got it.
brother of Millennia, kind of like a disfigured, perpetual boy, like a it's like a lost boy.
He's a big broichy boy. Yeah. I could dig it.
So here we are in a cave of wonders.
Cave of Wonders.
Cave of wonders. And we're back.
We're beak.
This is kind of just an open cave because through here is a alien. We're gonna fight an alien.
An open cave. This is a fun fight. This is a cool
Here we go.
dude.
Come out, mimic, and help me.
Come, brother.
Come and help me.
Come other Crapesons.
Against
Come out and help me.
Astel. Natural born of the void. He's got big arms. Big long arms.
Oh, I died.
Big arms.
Oh, did you see that big
Why'd you do that?
eye in the middle of his forehead?
I tried to dodge.
Get him, Mimic.
Come on, mimic, do your stuff.
Good job.
He's doing okay. He's doing work.
Doing
You get to
work.
fight him with the Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
David Boreanaz.
Talk about Angel, bro?
David's boring anus.
You talking about the antagonist in the fourth Crow movie, bro?
I looked at his pooper and I said, nope, not entertained.
God damn it.
I don't know. Does David Boreanaz have a boring anus?
I don't know, dude. I don't know him that well.
You know more about him than me. That's why I was asking.
It's true, but
I've never seen the fourth Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
it was, there's no Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
I-
Well, there is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
What
that was
happened
before
there
the TV show.
is I didn't care enough in the first when you said what he
I
was in
know.
the first time to pay attention.
Oh, I got it.
Not that I didn't care what you were saying. I just didn't care. Like, it wasn't about you, Eric. It was about the information. I don't give a shit
It's about the boring
David
anus. I know.
Yeah, the boring anus.
I get it. Oh, I know.
Oh, beautiful. Well, who's going
He
to
is.
inspect his anus and tell me if it's boring or not?
He is rather middling.
Oh, David middling anus.
It's almost worse, right?
the place where it should be. Ah, yes,
It's all
just
right.
like normal.
It's one of those dudes who are just like, yeah, he's all right. Tell you though, if he was on like a higher echelon of acting ability, that dude's got like the perfect physical appearance to play a Batman, I would say,
Hmm.
if he was a better actor.
I cannot picture what this man looks like.
The boring anus, dude?
I'm trying to summon the image in my mind.
It's alright, I got it. I'm on it. David?
Let's see. This man. He was fucking in Buffy. What the shit are you
Yeah.
talking about, Bradshaw?
Yeah, he was a Buffy. He wasn't in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
He's also Angel.
That's what I said.
He's also the Bone.
Yeah.
He's the bone.
I said we talk about Angel, dude.
Yeah, and that's the part that my brain shut
And he's
said,
also
nope, he's not talking right now.
he's also the protagonist in the fourth,
Oh,
or the antagonist in the
fuck
fourth
you.
Crow movie.
See, that's the part right there.
You see what I mean? Like,
he was in
visually,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Visually, especially like when he got older and kind of bulked up more, he physically could be a Batman.
Sure.
Nah.
I could see
he
him as a Batman.
I could see him. Do I want to see him as a Batman?
No,
Really?
no. Like I said, if he was a better
Yeah.
actor, maybe.
Well,
You know
and
what I'm
his face is also kind of middling for that Batman.
Yeah, but I think he could.
Style.
He could pull off a Bruce Wayne.
He looks like he was born in Buffalo, New York.
Are you reading his IMDb? Is like he actually was?
No, I'm looking at his little information card on Google, and it just said born Buffalo, New York, and I'm like, yeah, makes
Yeah, he
sense. Looks like he was born in Buffalo.
Sure.
He yeah, it was because
Like,
I remember going
wanna-
through watching all the Crow movies. The fourth one, the Crow himself is fucking Edward Furlong, and then the
Yeah.
bad guy is David Boreanaz. I was just like, okay,
You
okay,
got
Crow movies.
fucking Everlong and the Boring Anus all in one place. But I don't know.
I was like,
I
yep,
don't-
this is a good place for you to stop. Fucking
I know
Crow
that
movies.
Bruce Wayne is not like the most striking looking person.
No, he's a handsome dude, but
Yes, but he does. It's not like you could say, like maybe the one thing that you could say about Bruce Wayne, physical characteristics, because obviously you have different artists, different interpretations all the time. You could probably say like, oh, he's got a. I would say one thing that Bruce has got is a good jawline. You know, he's got a good jawline probably.
yeah, I think Boreanaz's got a good jawline.
But there have been other.
No, we're never gonna
Batman.
get as good. We're never gonna get as good of a jawline as fucking Affleck, though. That was like the
Maybe.
Batman jawline, you know. Nobody else had that. Like everybody else got
for
pointy
Batman,
jaw.
like
you know?
for the Batman Returns style Batman, sure.
like
I think like
nobody else. Nobody has had except Affleck a good Batman chin. Everybody else's has been too pointy.
well that I agree that it worked really well for that kind of Batman.
For a Batman.
You know what I mean, Eric? Like
Yeah. No, I'd just
That-
be like as close to
My God, I
a
got
comics
captured again.
Batman jawline as possible was fucking Affleck. You
well
know?
what I'm my main
who
point
we've
here
had
is
so
that,
far.
like, there are actors who have played that character who seem to be
Yeah.
more recognized, and it's
Yeah.
not based on like they share similar physicality with this character. It's just that it's like,
Yeah.
oh, the physicality of this character kind of doesn't matter, so
No.
it can be Michael Keaton. Like I don't
exactly.
personally buy Michael Keaton being Bruce Wayne. I buy him being Batman,
Oh, I don't buy him as either.
and that
I don't buy him
you
as
know,
either.
and somebody like George Clooney, I don't buy him as either one. Like
Yeah.
why the
I-
fuck?
George I could see as like the problem was he played the character completely like this, but like as the kind of playboy Bruce Wayne, like I could see that. But like the problem was is he played the character completely with that same kind of charisma, I guess. It's just no fucking
I buy
Yeah,
Val
well-
Kilmer as Batman.
yeah. I do that. I
Like-
do buy Val Kilmer as Batman for sure.
He's got like at that time Val had that very like youthful, almost like statuesque look to him. Like I think Bruce Wayne
He had a
is
pretty
somebody
decent
that-
chin for it too.
Yeah, and I think
Chin
that
is really
Bruce
what I'm
Wayne is
focusing
somebody
on
that,
here.
like, somebody that has been fucking so pampered their entire life, spent so much time indoors, or just like even when they are outdoors, it's like, oh, we're
he was
gonna
a good-
go rock climbing. Well, somebody else is gonna do the rock climbing for you, and then they'll just pull you up on a rope. You know what I mean? Like,
He was good at the broody boy aspect too.
I think Pattinson like
Yeah.
does a good job as. I think he does a better job. To me, I buy him more as Batman, because that's what like not Matt Smith, Jesus Christ, Matt Reeves, like visually, that Gotham and that world that he created, that the Batman look is more successful than the Bruce look. I think maybe if we see him with a haircut, he could be a more successful Bruce, or maybe not even more playboyish, but just more like exuberant in his "I am a living person."
I think that's where they're going too, right? Because it's like the end of that movie, or throughout that movie, and especially the end, it's like, hey, like you need to be like, you're here, you're like the most well-known dude here. You should be out more doing things for your city and shit. And then at the end, when he realizes like the beacon of hope that he can be, I think he kind of realizes he can do it in multiple
Speaking
ways.
Of beacon and hope,
just the Batman.
well, look at this guy. He just did it. I beat the
He did
alien. The beacon of hope.
I'm proud of him.
I like that
He is
there's
the beacon
like
of hope.
Boreanaz and stars in here, but you can still see stalactites on the ceiling.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll say this, Eric. I do think Boreanaz would be a good Batman, not in a Batman movie. I think that he would be a fantastic Batman. No, in something like a, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, TV show or movie. Like, I'm just saying live action. I think that he could be a very successful Batman in something like maybe like Justice League Unlimited or like Batman Incorporated, where he is more he is less the like one that we hang on for every single piece of action and drama, but he is more of like the person in charge of everything.
Part of the ensemble.
Part of the group, he gets his moments. He's obviously one of the more important characters, but it's more about the ensemble than it is about this one specific person. Because when it is, I think maybe this is just me, when it is that one specific person, holy shit, grapes it.
Yeah, I'm letting you finish your thought. I'm letting you finish.
When I see Batman take the cowl off, I don't want to just see somebody who looks like they were born in Buffalo, New York. I want to see somebody who's a little bit more je ne sais, who's got a little bit more of a unique look to them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of get it.
But if it's in an ensemble thing where every single person, like if it's just one person, that's all you have to look at. But when you have an ensemble, you're like, hey, everybody's unique from each other, and this works.
Crepes loves this conversation.
He can look like he's born from Buffalo because everybody else doesn't look like that.
He did voice. Yeah, that's a Batman jawline right there. He did.
No.
He did voice Hal Jordan in the animated New Frontier movie.
Yep.
Well,
the other thing, he could be. But my hang up, it's always like physically, he like to me could be a Batman or a Hal Jordan. Just he's definitely like TV actor level of acting. You know what I mean? Like that's he kind of tops out there. That's where I'm kind of.
Sometimes I just feel like maybe some characters have that problem of like their drawn image is kind of so generic looking most of the time that it could really be anybody, and that's a problem sometimes.
Oh yeah. The strong-jawed white dude.
But
one.
We're gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to be back in the next episode of Elden Ring, where we can talk more about this, and we will proceed with the Ring of Oath in the next episode.
You cannot proceed without the Ring of Oath.